Hey guys, and welcome back. It's Al from Altruistic Channel. So for this particular segment, I'm going to go as part 2 to the introduction that I put up earlier today regarding the spiritual journey. And specifically, I had introduced my journey and how it was, a little bit dark as an example of how this can come about. But to others, it's not going to be anywhere near bad. Actually, a lot of people find their journey on good terms. And it's usually just about your being prompted in your life somehow to look into things a little bit more deeply, right? So when it manifests into anyone's journey, into anyone's life to embark on a journey, it could be from any number of things. But one thing that I always tell people is that don't look for physical responses of acknowledgement to your journey when you first begin, because of the fact that it's about nothing physical per se. It's about you reconnecting with who you are meant to be in this world on a soul body level. And as the Trinity begins to embark under a right path for them, to make their dreams, all of them, come true, they they're technically seeking out divine guidance and a partnership with the divine God, Allah, whatever you believe the Creator to be. It's non-denominational, and it's something super important that I want everybody to understand. Spirituality and faith and hope are all non-denominational. It is non-judgmental. It is about a pathway to helping humanity engage in God's divine guidance, whatever you believe God to be, the Spirit, whatever you want Him to be, the Creator. At the end of the day, it's just about you connecting with that energy and to reigniting the world of possibility. We have way too long been stuck in the state of limitations, and it's now time to break those freaking glass ceilings off the charts, right? Like, break them open, because they don't apply anymore. What is up can be down, what is left could be right. It could be any number of things. You're not trying to get rid of all of your negative aspects. You're trying to keep some of them that you find value in because they help you propel forward. You are a survival animal. We are still trying to make sure that the race goes on. So it makes no sense on a logical stance to remove all of the dark side, right? Because there's balance. Everything has yin and yang. So it's now time to apply logic and reasoning to spiritual matters so that you can discern what is true for you and what is not. So when you're finding your path, listen for the voice of you. And that can manifest in any way. If you are musically inclined, then your pathway might start to trigger a bunch of opportunities that randomly start coming at you. And you understand on a conscious level that you were just thinking about this, and now all of these things are presenting to you. What's going on? Or if you're a professional businessman, a CEO, or someone like me who just started to become very well known for business, and I found myself empty. And so that feeling of emptiness also was another propelling point for me to look into myself and see what was going on. That is basically the pathway opening to you. It is now your soul trying to engage with the body and kind of having a dialogue a little bit like this. Hey, dude, seriously, like what you're doing. Great. We're eating, and we're being able to do spiritual things, to go to church and everything. But how about we step it up a little bit, because I got something bigger in mind. And so that conversation begins to be had between the three, the mind, body, and soul. And you begin to understand that at some point you're going to have to come into a balance. And I do mean balance state between the three, right? Because you're trying to do something in God's light, meaning that it's a reflection of God, whatever you believe God to be. So in that way, to deny any one aspect of the trilogy would then be denying a part of God. Look at it from that standpoint. Because at the end of the day, we're reflective of Him. So these are all traits that He would have, or she would have, or it would have. We really need to get to the point where we stop having to do this. So that's kind of what we're embarking on, is this journey into getting rid of all of the title-holding, egocentric ways of dealing with God and representing it, because of the fact that it's so divisive and it's so limiting to the human race, that we are now actively looking for people who are willing to step it up and go, I don't have to believe in a name. I can believe in an energy, because that energy is the divine energy, and I don't need to bow down to anyone else's bullshit or pressure, because now it's time to go, 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 go. And it's going to be your wonderful journey into your return to you. It's about finding that inner child in you that believed that the world was limitless, because it is. What's up is down. What's left is now right. What's good is now bad. It can switch, because it's a matter of what you perceive the world to be. And when you start to begin this journey, it's going to manifest in different ways. So it's important for you to learn to hear who you're listening for. There's a part of you that sings a song that's from when you were a child, when you're happy, and it's something that you sing on a regular basis, or it's something that you read every time that you get into an emotional state and you try to calm yourself, and it's something that you don't even think about, it's just your brain goes to it. There are memories that you have with your family that immediately trigger a warm feeling that no matter where you're at will go. Find those moments again in a conscious state and look at them only from the stance of just start doing it and reliving that moment over and over again. So your answer comes to you and you're going to hear your voice present itself. And it's going to be very clear and it's going to be very humbling. And either you might cry or you might be happy or whatever. If you're a guy, you're probably not going to, you're just going to be like, oh, okay. Whatever your reaction is, that's your beginning. And everything starts with you. You're going to manifest the best part of your life going forward from this moment on. When you see this, you were meant to see it. So when you find that, find your voice, because it's going to be the one thing that will tell you when you're on the right path. That does not involve a tower moment where everything has come crashing down around you. Sometimes the greatest gift you can give yourself is a return to you and the more innocent part of you that believes that anything is possible, because that is the truth. And it's now time for you to walk in truth. And that's it for me on Al, an altruistic channel. Have a great day. Bye.